Look like I'm going for a swim.
Hey guys, if you're tuning into this video, then you know exactly what this video is about. And today I'm going to be doing a story time. I didn't write anything down, like I just want this to come from like the heart. This story time is simply on how I graduated and employed myself. Oftentimes people DM me, message me, text me, all that, asking me like, how did you become so young and successful? Well, this is how I did it, and this is just my journey. It's not to brag. This is just for motivational purposes only. This is my journey. You guys can duplicate, can't be replicated, but you guys can definitely take anything that I'm saying from this story time and apply it to your life as well. So let's just get it started. It all started with clothes, and then I went ahead and started selling hair as well. But really, if I go all the way back in high school, when I was 14 years old, I literally started selling high-waisted pants on Etsy. I would just always rip up jeans, tear up some jeans, and like, they would be real cute. People would always be like, Aaliyah, where you got this from? Where you got that from? And then I would literally be making the clothes, and my sister was like, well, people always asking you like where you get your clothes from and how you make this, how you do that. Why don't you sell it? So I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. So I started selling things on Etsy. So it all started with high-waisted pants. I was selling like high-waisted jeans. I had burnt myself out. When I tell you, like I had over 200 orders on Etsy. I was going to every thrift store in Broward, every thrift store in Miami, every thrift store in West Palm Beach. I had burnt myself out of making high-waisted pants. Like I was like 14 years old, getting to the bag. Like I was able to buy my daddy like gifts, flat screens and stuff. You know, I was just little blowing money, be living wild, like buying whatever the heck I wanted. Side hustle, and it all came from high-waisted pants. Like, and I would use Instagram to promote my high-waisted pants. Like I was follow similar pages that sold high-waisted pants like I did, and I would like contact them. It's a whole learning experience. I didn't know at the time Instagram would be this whole platform that everyone wants to like start selling things on. At the time I was just like signing up for Instagram. Like I really couldn't even have social media, so I was on Instagram having a business page. When I first got on Instagram, I did have an Instagram account my mama didn't know about, but I literally was strictly on my business account looking for new ways to make high-waisted pants, looking for new customers, looking for new people to network. So that's really where it all started. So I burnt myself out with that high-waisted pants all the time. Like I didn't even have time to hang out with my friends for real. So you know, I had to drop that. Like I literally did drop it, but it always was meant for you, and destined for you always comes back. And from then I knew like, oh, I was gonna be an entrepreneur. But like even as a little girl, I knew like I wanted to be a boutique owner. I wanted to have my own store. I wanted to sell something. Like I wanted to leave a legacy for my family. Even as a young girl, like I always wanted to be a boss. But that's just where like my first peak of being an entrepreneur. I even used to do lemonade stands. I used to sell books to my family. I used to sell movies, like you name it. I used to have all my cousins leave the room, like we're gonna turn this room into a boutique, a store. And I used to literally turn my whole room. I had my little fake register, used to turn my whole room into a boutique and like let nobody come in until the boutique was finished. So I always knew like this is where I wanted to be. From a little girl, like I wanted to be a business owner. Definitely, like of course I wanted to do other things. I wanted to be an actress, I wanted to be a singer, I wanted to do it all pretty much. But who's to say you can't do it all? So let me get into the story on how I graduated college and employed myself. But I just like, if I tell you that story, it wouldn't make sense for me not to tell y'all the history of it. Like, cause the history of it is what got me here. So I was selling clothes with So Miss Chic, and this was like solely online. Like, of course I would sell little stuff to like girls in my dorm and like girls that were on campus and in the town of Tallahassee, but this was mainly strictly online. So I was selling out of my dorm. Like my brother had passed away. This is what really inspired me. First semester in college, after after that summer, my brother passed away, and that was just extremely devastating to me. Like, I was in a horrible place. Like, when I tell you I could not leave the dorm, I didn't want to hang out with my friends. Like, I was really going down the wrong path. Like, I was really definitely like not myself. I can definitely say now that I look back, I was not even myself at that time. So trying to get out of that hole, like while being in that hole, like I was just looking up stuff, focused the brand around myself. So I wasn't selling anything that I wouldn't wear, because girls always like the way I dress. So I wasn't trying to follow all the trends. And of course, if I liked the trendy piece, I would put it in my boutique, but I was not following all the trends. I was setting the trends here. So I had different girls from Atlanta. At one point I had a more Jada in my brand. I had real big socialites in my brand, rocking my brand, screaming so Miss Chic. So that was all I did, all of that in my dorm room. I used to package everything up in my dorm room. I used to go to the UPS store on campus. Like, literally used to have girls coming to my dorm, meeting up with girls at their dorm, like if they went to FAMU, because at this time I was at FSU. I did go to FSU. I graduated with my marketing degree from FSU. Would literally have the girls meet me at Sewanee, or meet me at my dorm, or go over to FAMU, typically the Village. So that was crazy, but it was literally fun. Like, it got me out of the hole that I was in. It like literally sparked a light to me. It's really what brought me out of my depression, I feel, because I was really dealing with a deep, dark depression. Like, my friends used to have to come knock on my door, Aaliyah, like, you finna come out tonight? Like, we finna go to this, we finna go to that. Like, I did not want to go nowhere. I was just in my room looking up new stuff, thinking about how I'm gonna do this photo shoot, thinking about how much inventory I'm gonna use to start. It was $800 from my refund check to start my business, So Miss Chic. I literally used my refund money, and at the time I had actually got a job at Chili's too. So I was literally on the clock, like at Chili's, building my business, asking everybody who I was waiting tables on. I was asking them, hey, what you think about this? You like this? You like this color? Like, I kept asking people. Like, my manager, Karen, I remember her name, she used to get on me because I used to be on my phone. I used to be right in the corner on my phone, and guess what I was doing? Building my brand. Like, literally, the only thing I used to do was be in my room, go to work, build my brand. Literally, that's the only things I used to do, and that's how my brand ended up gaining so much success at a short period of time. I believe by sophomore year, I had already made like 6 figures in college, my freshman year. So this all happened, this all happened in 1 year, literally. Cause I remember my sophomore year is when I wanted a new car so bad. I had a car that was just like, it was older, and it was doing whatever. It was not where it was at, so I wanted a new car so bad, and I had my mind made up on what car I had wanted. I wanted a Mercedes, the CLA 250, that's what I wanted. So by my sophomore year, tell you no lie, Black Friday, I purchased that Mercedes CLA 250, and I had made all of that money on So Miss Chic strictly. And this at the time I was still treating my business kind of like a hustle. I didn't really have no, like, I did have a structure, like I had an LLC, I had a business bank account, but at the same time I was still treating the business like a hustle. Like, of course I would invest back into my business. Time I was 18, 19 years old, doing what 19-year-olds do, and 19-year-olds just have fun. Like, and it's not like I was partying, I was going on trips, I was eating good, eating shrimp, eating lobster, getting cars. Like, I was just doing, you know, just going with the motions and not really even like trying to save up. Like, of course I saved here and there, but that wasn't my main focus. Like, my main focus was just living my best life. So fast forward, I'm in my new townhouse. Me and my roommate, we on the drawing board. We just like, okay, time to get to a bigger bag. Tallahassee ain't got no hair. Like, these people don't got no hair up here and no good hair. Like, because we was having a struggle. Like, we all into ourselves, trying to get dolled up every week, getting our hair done. Ain't no hair on hand here in Tallahassee. That was the issue. There was no hair on hand. Nobody was selling hair in Tallahassee. So we put our money together and got extra. When I tell you we put our money together, and this didn't happen overnight. The business did not start picking up overnight. Like, it literally used to be time after time. Like, weeks that went by and we didn't get no orders. But stayed down and I stayed like consistent and I stayed on the grind with it. I wasn't giving up on it. Like, I would invest my own money. Like, I would do whatever to make sure my hair business succeeded. Like, I knew, hold on really fast. I'm not quite sure who this is, but I'm gonna have to tell them sorry I can't talk right now because we're doing the story time and me and my girls are talking. So like, where was I? Okay, so I was not giving up. Like, I didn't care if a whole month went by and we wasn't getting no orders. Me personally, I was not giving up. I knew what the Vanity Affair had the potential to be, and because of that, I put my all into it. I put every last dollar into my brand. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for my brand. I would have, if the things started moving slow and we was running out of money, I would have dropped in everything and got a job or did whatever to make sure the Vanity Affair was what it needed to be. This was planned out from the moment it was written out. It started with just selling hair, but this whole vision was planned out. The one-stop glam shop. From the jump, that's exactly what we wanted. That was the brand that I envisioned, was a one-stop glam shop where girls can come and get a 360 transformation. You could come in here looking like Boo Boo the Fool and leave here looking like Beyonce. That was the whole vision from day one, and I was not stopping until that vision came to life. I believed in it. I invested everything in it. Like, and I breathed it, bleed it, sweat it. Like Vanity Affair, where bold hair meets dope fashion. You have stepped into the vanity. I'm so passionate about the Vanity Affair because you guys just don't know all the sleepless nights, all the photo shoots, all the money went down the drain, all the money made, all the money lost, all the money that came back. Like, it's just like, it really gave me a run for my money. And mind you, this whole entire time I was building the brand, let me get into the school side of things, because school ain't stopped. School was taking up all my time too. A girl used to leave the library, go to the library when the sun up, leave the library when the sun just coming up again. Do you know how many nights I did that? Do you know how many sleepless nights a girl operated off of 1 hour of sleep? Like 1 hour of sleep. You know how many times I used to have to jump on the road, go back to Fort Lauderdale, can't even catch a nap, come right back up here to Tallahassee just to go to class? It's so many things I sacrificed just to be in this position today. So many parties, so many times my friends went out and I said, nah, I'm just gonna kick it. I'm just gonna kick it here and handle this, because I knew at the end of the day, like, I did not come up here to party. Like, when my brother lost his life, like, from all some reckless stuff, like, I'm not up here to live reckless. I'm trying to boss my life up and change my situation completely. I'm trying to move my parents out the hood if they'll let me. Like, literally, like, that's not the plan. And like, after freshman year, that went down, my brother lost his life in a car accident. The whole plan changed. We're not out here living young, wild, and free. We're out here living young and focused. So literally, that was my whole vibe changed. Like, I wasn't on the young stuff that I used to be on. Like, my whole vibe had changed. Like, I was so much more serious. Of course, I was living my best life at first. Like I said, when my brother passed away, it was a whole, like, I can definitely say it was like a whole two years, and I can get into a story time on that. In life, I'm just like, my brother passed away. Like, he was only 21 years old. That was my brother. We did everything together. We walked to school together, played games together, and now I'm never going to see my brother again. Like, do you know how that makes someone feel? Like, I'm sitting here being strong right now and telling y'all this story, and because I'm filled with so much passion. It happened overnight for me. Everything that I've been through is the reason why I'm here, and I'm standing here today, and I'm able to tell you guys, like, hey, this is what I did. But I definitely had a lot of bumps in the road. Like, one point I was smoking, like, drinking, getting into things that I wasn't supposed to be getting into things that I never even did.
I definitely wanted to clarify, it was not peaches and creams for me. I was dealing with depression through all of this my freshman year. First semester was the toughest for me. I even had to medically drop classes that semester due to my depression. And all in all, I was dealing with an identity crisis, battling demons, fighting with the old and the new Leah. And after these trials and tribulations, I snapped back into reality, and I was as strong as I had ever been. But this was all, in fact, a process.
I know I keep going off subject, but like, back to school, back to everything. I was literally in school, studying all night, shipping out packages, posting on social media, can't keep my eyes open in class, falling asleep, like, all this. And I kept my grades. I never made a C in my life until my senior year. Mind you, my senior year is when I was building the shop. That's when I was opening up the shop, and I would literally, like, I told all my teachers what was going on, because I was the type of person that kept everything so private. Like, I would not ask nobody for help, and I'm just now changing. I'm just now being able to open my mouth and ask people for help. But I was the type of person that didn't want nobody to know what I was going through. I didn't want nobody to feel no sympathy for me. I didn't want nobody to have to put none of their 2 cents in. Like, I just used to move, and that's how I'm gonna do it. Like, I want to shop. I ain't gotta tell the whole world. I'm not around here trying to impress nobody. I'm not around here bragging about it. I knew I wanted this shop from a long time ago. First, when I started Vanity Affair, when I wrote that business plan down, I knew that was going to happen. So from the time being, I didn't even have all the money in my account yet, and I was already looking for places. I was already looking to open up places. This same spot, same place I'm in right now, my whole sophomore year, I kept riding by this place, kept looking at it, toured this place, been in here several times. Another person opened up this place, and they did the same thing that I was doing. But guess what? I'm here today. I'm here now. Like, it was destined for me. It was not my time then, but it's my time now. You get what I'm saying? And everything happens for you when it's your time. So it's just really, really crazy, because I was really, like, in school, going to class, shipping out orders, dreaming about this. Dreaming, eating, sleeping this. Like, I didn't have all the money in my account to open up this salon. A salon is very, very expensive. I didn't have all the money in my account yet. Me and Vanity Affair, we was probably on month 3, 4, and I'm looking at locations already. Didn't even have the money there. Just looking at locations, because I'm like, that's the business plan. I already wrote the business plan down. It's only a matter of time. Kept promoting, kept going hard. We was doing something different. We brought Ming Lee was definitely like mine. She's always been my inspiration. I love her. She's gold. If I could say I look up to anybody in this hair industry, it would definitely be Ming Lee. So nobody in Tallahassee was doing visuals. Nobody here had hair on hand. I was just scared to invest in myself. I had hair on hand. I was stealing hair out of the trunk. I used to pull up, homecoming time, hotels, graduations, everything. I'm pulling up on y'all. I'm not trying to make money. I'm trying to get to the bag. Every time it was a busy season, or any time, just any given day, period, I was just trying to get to the bag. Like, it was me going to school. I used to have that thing planned out. I used to do my schoolwork while in class. I used to do my schoolwork the same night I got that time, and I would just go ahead. I would do weeks ahead on assignments. If there was an online class, I would do weeks ahead of my assignments so that I know my schedule clear. Like I could go to Atlanta if something popped up. I could go to Cali real quick if I needed to. I could go back home if I want to. I could go do a photo shoot. Like that's how I used to think. I used to be like, I'm keeping my schedule clean. Like I used to have all my classes in this one binder, and I would just go through the syllabus, highlight everything that I already did, what's coming up, studying for tests. Sometimes I used to have to study for a test 2 to 3 days, but you know what? I knew for them 2 to 3 days, hey, let me ask Nick, oh, Nick, can you handle this? Nick, can you post this for me? Can you do this? Can you do that? Like, you know, let me ask Nick, let me see what's Nick's schedule looking like so we can go ahead and coordinate on who gonna do what and when. So literally it just was being focused. That's what got me here, and that's how I graduated and employed myself my whole senior year. Like, tell you no lie, senior year I could have not graduated because I would be here. I would sleep on the floor of this shop. I would literally sleep on the floor. My boyfriend felt so bad for me because I would be in here painting these walls, me and my cousin. Sometimes it would just be me. If I couldn't find my cousin, I would be in here painting the walls, scraping up the floors, I have to post the process on building the vanity, and when I post that, I will definitely tag the link below. But honestly, I hold this so dear to my heart because when I walk through these doors, I literally could feel everything. Like me, the tears that I cried on this ground, the nights that I slept on this ground, like it's so here. I had got a job to be a manager at Macy's, and I was really thinking about taking it because it was like a 6-figure paying job. Literally could have graduated and had a 6-figure job. Literally had a 6-figure job waiting on me. Them people was impressed by all the things that I had done for myself by the age of 21. They were so impressed. They wanted to graduate. When I graduated, they wanted me to have a supervisor manager. What was it? I can't remember the job position, but I don't know. It was a management higher level. It was a management upper level position, and they wanted a 21-year-old to have that position, 6 figures. That's how much these people were willing to pay me. But you know what? I turned that job down because I believed in myself so much more. I knew that, okay, there might be some rainy months. There might be some times where I gotta go without. There might be some times where I have to say, oh no, we can't eat crabs and lobsters today. It's looking like a ramen noodle type of day. But I knew that's what came with being a business owner, and that was the risk that I was willing to take on myself. That's how I was able to graduate and employ myself, and now I'm making 6 figures, and it's all on my own. Like, I'm not clocking in, I'm not building up nobody else's company. I'm building up my own brand, and one day I want to leave this legacy here. One day I want to be a millionaire. One day I want my kids to be a millionaire. One day I want to move my parents out the hood. Like, I hope they'll let me. Like, I really hope that they will let me move them out the hood. Like, I have so many dreams and wishes, and I'm just a girl from the hood. Literally, I'm from Parkway. Like, literally, I'm from the hood. Like, I don't really look at it as the hood, because I mean, you could elevate in the hood. You don't have to be a product of your environment. Just because people down on the next street over people down on your street don't mean you got to be a killer. Like, you don't have to be a killer. You don't have to be a hoochie mama. You could be a boss. You could be a CEO. You could be and a CEO don't got no age. I'm 22 years old, and I am the owner of the Vanity Affair. You can be here too. And if you would like to join one of my mentorship groups, I do have a mentorship group opening up April 15th. I'm only taking 20 girls, and I'm going to help you guys. I'm going to keep you all motivated. I'm going to share drop secrets, tabs, all the things that I was doing, and we can get further into details. You can always check me out on Instagram. My Instagram account is aaliyah.vanity. My business page is Vanity Affair Co. Make sure you shop, follow us, and stay connected. I definitely want you all to know that we are not friends, and you can feel free to DM me, feel free to talk. I am not bougie. I definitely write everyone back in my DMs. Like, I definitely write everybody back that writes my business page. We're not that type of brand. We're not those type of people. So you can feel free to talk to me. I know I may have been like moving a lot, talking with my hands a lot. I am still very much new to YouTube, and I am kind of shy sometimes. I could say I could be a little shy, but I hope that we all would grow together and you guys will just believe in me and trust in me, because I'm going to keep providing you with content. I'm not going to go missing on you guys. I don't have that much more like other things to do now that I'm graduated from school. Like, my business is my full-time job. I'm so happy. Like, I don't gotta answer to these professors no more. Like, I am a full-time entrepreneur now, not a full-time student. Like, my school life used to come before my entrepreneur life, unfortunately. So now I am a full-time student and I'm here to stay. So you guys are going to keep up with Aaliyah, and you guys are going to follow me on Instagram, right? And I'll follow y'all back too. Just let me know you're coming from YouTube and you my YouTube fam. So let's do this. We got this. We got this. Bye, y'all.